Because you've got to tell them as Mr. Yes, but you've got to make it fun for children so that they learn while enjoying what they are reading. And this is where, as Mr. Akshay Kumar has said, that you've got to tell them what to do. You've got to give them the know-how and the know-why so that they know exactly what to do. And this is going to equip them with knowledge by which they can apply it in their own daily lives.
And this is not only to be read by children, it is also to be read by us. Okay, the big people, the so-called learned people. So that we can tell them also exactly what to do.
Our earth is under peril. It needs you more than ever to raise your.
Because you've got to tell them as Mr. Yes, but you've got to make it fun for children.
Come on, our planet needs saving. Wake up, join the soldiers of the earth. Come on, nature's foes are winning. Reach out, join the soldiers of the earth. She tames the mighty sun when power is her right.
Joe can make the waters clean with a science lab in his eye.
And if nature's wonder boy who'll bring the green rain back. Come on, our planet needs saving. Wake up, join the soldiers of the earth. Come on, nature's cause are winning. Reach out, join the soldiers of the earth.
You too can save the planet. Join Soldiers of the Earth. And this is not only to be read by children, it is also to be read by us. Okay, the big people, the so-called learned people.
Shall we, Emma? Well, Santa, the ice in your glass has melted, but the ice water that was in the fridge is still full of fat ice cubes. And the problem here is that the North Pole is only ice with no land below it. So once the ice is gone, so is the North Pole.
Oh my, where would the elves live?
Where would the polar bears live?
The question is why?
We've got to stabilize the population. When I was born, there were
so what's wrong with the population? I mean,
with too many people. That's why we have global warming. We have global warming because too many people are using too much stuff.
There! Do you see? We make electricity for the lights by burning fossil fuels. And when we burn those fuels, it makes gases that go into the air. Those gases trap the sun's heat and raise the temperature of our planet.
Best way to clean up litter is to recycle it. Voila! A brand new planting machine.
Thanks, Captain Planet. This'll help us replant the rice paddies.
So long, Planeteers. You did a fine job. And remember, the power is yours!
Scientists say much of the evidence supporting climate change theories is now gone, dumped, destroyed, tossed out in the trash. Andrea Tantaros of the Conservative.
Disgrace. I mean, that data was paid for by public money, and so everyone should have access to it. If we're spending that kind of money to try and stop climate change, then the fundamental data should be available to anyone who wants to check.
The Ash experiment is one of psychology's oldest and most popular pieces of research. A volunteer is told that he's taking part in a visual perception test. What he doesn't know is that the other participants are actors, and he's the only person taking part in the real test, which is actually about group conformity.
Please begin. The experiment you will be taking part in today involves the perception of line length. Your task will be simply to look at the line here on the left and indicate which of the 3 lines on the right is equal to it in length. So, for example, if you...
The actors have been told to match the wrong lines. The volunteer will be monitored to see if he gives the correct answer or if he goes along with the opinion of the group and gives the wrong answer. In the first test, the correct answer is 2.
1. 1.
1.
2.
1.
Once again, the correct answer is 2.
3.
3.
3.
3.
3.
The Ash experiment has been repeated many times, and the results have been supported again and again. We will conform to the group. Again, we're very social creatures. We're very much aware of what the people around us think. We want to be liked. We don't want to be seen to rock the boat, so we will go along with the group. Even if we don't believe what people are saying, we'll still go along.
1. 1.
1.
1.
Group dynamics is one of the most powerful forces in human psychology.
1. 1.
With too many people. That's why we have global warming. We have global warming because too many people are using too much stuff.
At least 100 schools to begin with. It's called Soldiers of the Earth. It's meant to increase awareness through a series of books and an animated film on these child climate crusaders. Akshay Kumar was the crusader releasing these books.
At the time of the success of the Green-a-thon and after that, we promised you we would not let this movement die down. We would keep the campaign going all the way till India and perhaps the planet is actually cleaned up. And now, the next big stage in this, we're being joined by R.K. Pachauri out there and Akshay Kumar.
To give them knowledge, and that's the whole purpose of this series of books. There is one error which we have acknowledged, which was in respect of the melting of the Himalayan glaciers. But let me emphasize that the others are not errors, and it is perfectly valid to use non-peer-reviewed literature.
How do you explain so many errors in the summary bullet that you say?
Sorry?
Have you thought resign?
Sorry?
Have you thought resign?
I've already answered that question.
I'm a fan of the goal of population control. Population control.
The IPCC website, which I would request you to look at carefully. But let me emphasize that the others are not errors, and it is perfectly valid to use non-peer-reviewed literature. It is perfectly valid to use non-peer-reviewed literature, provided we look at the source of information that is contained in that non-peer-reviewed literature and make sure that it's authentic. You must realize that there are some parts of the world where you really don't have published research material. And therefore it has been the practice of the IPCC to use non-peer-reviewed literature with, of course, a lot of caveats and careful authentication of the source of that information. And what you're pointing out is really not correct. We have investigated these so-called errors. They are not errors, and we are absolutely certain that what we have said over there can be substantiated on the basis of scientific information. except for the case that I mentioned, the Himalayan glaciers, where it was said that the glaciers would melt, would vanish by 2035, and that error we have acknowledged and have put a note on the IPCC website, which I would request you to but you've got to tell them what to do. You've got to give them the know-how and the know-why, so that they know exactly what to do.
And what we have now is that the raw data has been thrown out from these climatologists studying this issue over in the UK. Critics have long sought this information. Now it doesn't exist. Andrea, how do we figure it out?
Yeah, that's the most troubling thing, is that right as we're about to go to Copenhagen and Barack Obama is about to pledge these commitments of reducing these emissions, while